goes over distance and time graphs. So I'm going to do a little bit with you guys really quick and point out some stuff that you need to really make sure you're paying attention to as you're doing this, or you're going to get confused, okay? So it says, from the list below, choose the term that best completes each sentence. Write your answers on the line provided. An object is in motion when its distance from A or N is changing, so reference point. Okay, speed in a given direction is called, remember direction, this is going over velocity, speed with direction. And blank can be calculated if you know the distance an object traveled in the time, okay? So that is speed. So that is just a little bit of review for you guys. All right, so number 4, it says, which of the following graphs shows runners moving at the same speed? Explain or show your work. So I have this fancy little note sheet right there because if you notice, these are all distance and time graphs. All right, so if we are looking at a distance and time graph, what is going to be the same speed? They're going to be straight lines, right? Sloping straight. So our answer is D. So you can write out your explanation there. I'm not going to do all that. All right, number 5. Which graph below shows that one of the runners started at 10 yards further ahead of the other? Defend your answer. So you need to be able to explain it. So if we're looking at yards, that is going to be a distance. So before even looking at my graphs, I'm going to hope I have distance, right? Boom, and I did. Boom, I did. Boom, I did. Boom. And they're all in yards, all right? So that's helps us because it could be any of them, right? So one started 10 yards further ahead, all right? So this one started at 0. That one started at 10. That seems like 10 yards, right? They both started at 10 there, so that's not different. They started 20 more, and they started at 0. So can't be that one. It's got to be that one. How did we know that? Okay, now on this one right here, it's still going to be distance. I'm not going to work this one out for you. If you didn't write this down yesterday and you want to write it down or screenshot it right now, you can do that, pause it, and use this if you would like. So notice distance, 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 distance. This is how we read distance. You can get your other worksheet out. Maybe you pulled it out and corrected it whenever you looked at the corrections, or when you watch the corrections video, and you can use that, all right? So you are going to hear descriptions, and you're going to match the description with the table, all right? And tell me why. Now, this says, use the following paragraph and graph to answer questions 7 through 10. Write your answers in the blanks below each question. Remember to include your units and show your work. It's been a while since we were solving for speed. And remember, average speed is going to be total. So this is total. So that's the whole thing. All of it, all right? And then this one is just asking about how far was she from where she stopped, our home, because you got to think of her house being here, right? Her house is the reference point, and then there's her little story. So I think y'all should be able to do that pretty good. Okay, and then on this page, we go over to speed. Yeah, this is the right side. So now, notice this is speed. So hopefully after you just watch that other video, this should be easy. to my grading sheet I use to grade that. So speed and time, if you want to screenshot that, pause it, use that while you do it, and give your explanations there. Then you have another graph down here with some questions. I'm not going to tell you what that graph is. You're going to need to figure it out on your own. All right, look at the graph, see what information it's giving you. And then you get another graph, okay? And this one, it tells you that it's going to be accelerating, decelerating, constant, or at rest. So you're going to figure out what's happening in these different segments, okay? So just like on the other one yesterday, that y'all did yesterday, 0 to A would be this segment. So what's happening during that segment? Then A to B, A to B, what's happening there? And remember, well, I'm helping y'all. This one is a speed and time graph. So that straight line does not mean it's at rest, okay? It means it's constant. So do that, turn it in, and I will give you extra credit wherever you may need it. Hopefully that helps. As always, let me know if I can help y'all any other way.